as a growing religious threat. Really now? So there are Christian groups who see the Hebrew Israelites as a religious threat? So they don't see Jerry Falwell as a religious threat. They don't see Pat Robertson as a religious threat. They don't see white identity as a religious threat. Any of those white identity Christian movements as a religious threat. But they see the Hebrew Israelites as a religious threat.
All right. All right, this is part 2. I'm going to start off first by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arokakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Those that give their life, diligence, and freedom to earn their salvation. Shalom. Back into this article, and this is a commentary going over the article. Forgive me for not knowing the guy's name. I can't grab it right now. But anyway, but yeah, I'm sure if you just type in Washington Post attacks Hebrew Israelites and we're next, you can watch the video. But just basically going over some of his points in the video as he's reading some key notes in the video. Okay, no, I'm not gonna go over the whole thing. That's his lane to watch. So I suggest it's a good watch to enjoy that video, but basically picked a segment out of it just to kind of go over a few things to bring out. And the point that I was making and the point that I want to make is persecution is coming. Okay? Defamation and persecution is coming. Okay? This is not by accident that all of this is happening. Okay? And then what this is going to do is going to weed out you weak pseudo-Israelites, man. When I call you pseudo-Israelites, yeah, you're Jakes, you're natural born Hebrew Israelites according to the flesh, but according to the spirit, man, you ain't got it, man. Okay, Lord willing, I got it. Okay, Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Yahushua doesn't take their spirit from me. All right, and so that's the thing, though. Here's the thing: this is to try us all. Okay. When it talks about trial by fire, which is another video for another day, but yeah, the point of this one is we signed up for this, okay? We signed up to be persecuted, to be beheaded, okay? To be tried 10 days, to be brought before councils, all right? So I'm going to pick up a little bit more in his video, and then I'm going to bring out the rest of the list of scriptures that I didn't get to earlier. All right, here we go.
Is it that they see the Hebrew Israelites as a religious threat, or do they perhaps see the Hebrew Israelites as ideological competition? That they're facing a group who is not on board with the popularized, Reed, Anglo-white-centric Christianity? Yeah,
Christianity. Hey, because that's what we do, especially here at Great Millstone, but the Israelites in general. We go down, we chop down all the dogma and lies and hypocrisies that the church, stemming out of the Roman Catholic Church and all you other religions, try to push out upon the world. The stuff that's becoming commonplace as far as belief in the world. Okay, we put it in the truth, in the true perspective of the Most High God. Okay, according to His Word, with the proper interpretation, and the way we know that because the seals are open. Well, these breakdowns and these truths are able to be seen, okay? Certain things we couldn't see in the past because the technology or the time hadn't caught up with the prophecy. Now the vision is able to be seen. Now we have the internet to show us things that we couldn't physically go see for ourselves. We see all the nations gathering into the Middle East. The valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat for Armageddon. Okay? Armageddon 1, which is the mountain of troops. Okay, we see all the works of the so-called white man, which is Esau according to the Bible, that he's the wicked the Bible speaks of. We look at his history and track record, and we can Google his works. We can Google this man's works and see exactly who he is according to the Bible. All right? Who else is doing the things he's doing? If not, like it says in Job the 9th chapter, if not, where and who is he? Okay, if this ain't him, then where and who is he? Okay? Name somebody wickedness on the level that this man has done it. Not that nobody else has done wickedness. And Jake is trying to top the so-called white man. The 2/3 are trying to top him. But his entire nation is full of wickedness, man. Full of wickedness. Not counting the confusion of faces, but his entire nation, that's what they are about. Is pushing wickedness, okay? Lying and death and destruction, rape, robbery, murder. And you ask any of them to give that up, 9 times out of 10, they're not willing to give that up. Okay? Anyway, moving on.
These guys are saying something different, whether you agree with it or not. The point is, it's decidedly different than what Pastor Porkchop, Reverend Ham Hock, Minister Hogmog with the chitlin juice running down his jaw is offering up on Sundays. The Hebrew Israelites talk very differently. So when the white media is sitting here saying Christian groups see them as a growing religious threat, what that means is they're going to be trotting out the old, decrepit black preachers who are going to say, y'all don't need to be listening to these angry voices. They ain't nothing but the work of the devil. Okay, well, what's the work of God? Pink panties and, well, you know, Sister Janice over there, she's taking a real shine to your sister over here. And well, ain't we supposed to be about love? And what would Jesus do? This is the white media who's trying to lay the groundwork for a full-scale assault. And they're going to be using this as a paradigm for how they intend to do it. Same way that they did with Bill Cosby. What they did to Bill Cosby, they hope is going to be a usable working model for how they're going to be able to, like an assembly line, just like a machine, they're going to be able to start in on a black man who they want to see put in prison. Let's gin up a fake defamation campaign filled with lies based on nothing but unsubstantiated hearsay and nothing but a bunch of made-up statements from people who have no credibility whatsoever. People who just yesterday were saying that Bill Cosby was all right. Now they're going to say exactly the opposite, and we'll have a DA who's going to say, why, we have to prosecute, and so on. You know, it's going to be a machine. Well, here they are trying to work up the exact same thing. They're trying to manufacture a machine by which they can go after black voices in new media. They keep saying that over and over again. The Hebrew Israelites were early and eager adopters of new media. They've got thousands of videos on YouTube and dozens of Facebook and Twitter accounts. And that their surge in interest in them was the white media is making it clear we got to scrub these guys from the scene, anything that it takes. And they intend to not only do this in terms of attempting deplatforming, because I think that's what's coming, that's what they're setting the stage for, but also it's a matter of, well, these guys started offline before they were online, so what we need some responsible black voices. Yeah, black people who are on the payroll, like the Congressional Black Talkers, and these corrupt and crumbling black preachers who ain't done a damn thing for anybody. We need them to push back against these angry, irresponsible voices, these hate groups. They don't, now notice how they just smear these guys. They don't bring anything that might even remotely say, wait a minute, here's who these guys are and what they stand for. Nothing that actually says, here's why people would be interested in these guys. Let them speak for themselves. It's not as if the Hebrew Israelites won't talk to you. They'll talk to anybody who listens to them, and a lot of people who don't want to listen to them. So why didn't the white media talk to them? Same reason that the scumbags behind the R. Kelly mockumentary didn't bother to talk to Aaliyah's mother. Because this article is not about informing people. This article is about trying to dominate the public mind, trying to set up an image, a false image of the Hebrew Israelites, which they will then use as a pale brush to try to paint any and all black voices on the internet who ain't like Roly-Poly Martin, who ain't like Agent DuVernay, who ain't like Joy Reid. That's what this is about. Now, to close their little hit piece, they said, but as the seed of their preaching spread widely over the weekend, House of Israel members claimed they were not instigators and were not threatening any real violence. One Westers also claimed they are unfairly targeted by groups such as the Southern Poverty Law Center. The House of Israel presence at the Lincoln Memorial was, for the group, quite mundane, despite the flurry of attention. Indeed, Israelite street preaching in parts of D.C., Philadelphia, and New York is commonplace, a familiar, if odd, accent to city life. That's the Washington Post saying this, folks. The second most important newspaper in the United States.
I'm going to stop it right there. Yeah, so that is a widely read newspaper, Washington Post. The second, okay? Probably behind the New York Times. I'm not sure what number one is. Doesn't matter to me. It's all part of their establishment pushing their angles. But a few things to address was HOI seasoned with salt, as the apostles at Great Millstone teach us to be. When we go out there, just teach the word and to be seasoned with salt and speaking with grace. Not necessarily. Did they lie about anything they said? No. But it wasn't in the proper season to speak those things, okay? Wasn't in the proper moment, in the way to do it, okay? That's to be, they left something to be desired from that aspect of it, okay? But still, that does not matter, because no matter how eloquent you speak or how rough, rugged, and raw you kick it, right? It doesn't matter. This man's coming down for you, okay? If you click on these videos, he's coming down for you. If you watch these videos, if you subscribe to one of the channels, he's coming for you, okay? And gonna test your faith in it. And a lot of people gonna fold. A lot of you that's coming into this thing that just know that you're an Israelite and don't really know much else, don't care to know anything else, the breakdowns, the prophecies, the ancient Hebrews, prayers in the ancient Hebrew, and so on and so forth. The big picture of the Holy Bible. It's not for you, okay? They're gonna come to you too, and they're also gonna try you, okay? That part has to happen. All right, let's not get that mistaken. That part has to happen as well. All right, and a lot of you not gonna make it, man. A lot of you not gonna make it. So, and they're doing this, and all we're doing is reading, man. Some of you groups out there are out of pocket, man. Gun ranges and all of that, all black, and I mean, come on, man. Y'all really setting the nation back, man. Setting us back some years, man. With some of the statements y'all make, some of the things that some of your members do. Here at Great Millstone, we keep our tree pruned. Okay, the apostles do an excellent job at pruning the trees and the elders in the camp and the heads of the camps all the way down. They keep the trees pruned, man, around here. All right. Anyway, so all this is going to come down simply because we're reading the Bible, and that's the point. Okay? I'll get this one right quick. I always like to bring this scripture out in these moments because this is just a beautiful scripture to me. I always enjoyed this scripture. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6. Verse 3, it says, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. Okay? Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. Give this man no reason to come and get us except for preaching the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? That's to be the only reason why they come to get it. Matter of fact, one that I read I believe in the first video. I'm going to read it again real quick. Matthew 5. Yeah, I may not have, but I'm going to read it now. Matthew 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets that were before you. This is nothing new. When you sign up or you are called to be a prophet, this comes with it. This is the fine print, okay, that you must read before before you put your hand to the plow. All right, this is what we got to do. This comes with it. All right, all the ills and all the taking the low and temptation and Sirach the second chapter and that Acts that's 1 Corinthians the fourth chapter. Yeah, all these things, and even in the book of Acts. All right. Matter of fact, let me get one more before I get back into the lesson. When the Spirit kind of hit me on a couple of these, just jumping at me. Which we all know this one, or should know this one. Book of Acts. Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. All right. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High God. Okay? We're not getting there without going through the tribulation, okay? This is part of what we signed up for. Okay? Before you ever went out on the streets to teach, this is what you've heard these scriptures before. This is what you signed up for. Okay? And a lot of our people are scared. They're scared of the so-called white man. They don't believe in the power of Yahweh. That's why you believe that the so-called white man has this, and the earth is flat, and he's been to the moon, and you believe all these things of how great this so-called white man is. But you can't believe that the Creator looks like you and is for your benefit. Okay? You can limit the power of him, making him like a regular man. Esau is just a man. It's just a man upon the earth, man. Okay? Just a man upon the earth. And as we seem to be just men upon the earth, our Heavenly Father is much more than that. And in his word, which he's been true about everything to this point, and in faith and belief, he will be beyond to all the way through and through. But a lot of you people don't believe that. A lot of you don't have faith. All right? That he will save you, protect you, and justify you in the day of judgment, man. The day of tribulation and judgment and trouble. Okay? Anyway. Back in, now I'm going to go to Matthew chapter 24. I read this one already, but I always like to bring this out. On this topic, Matthew 24:9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Everybody's going to turn on you and hate you. We're seeing that, like, the way they're painting these Hebrew Israelites in the Washington Post and just in the media is of hatred. It's amazing how fast, how everybody hated Donald Trump. Okay? The whole media was hating Donald Trump and making America great again and all of this. Then all of a sudden, everything turned from, they're just white teens, innocent white teens. They're back to being the good guys. And the real bad guys are the Hebrew Israelites that were out there. Even talking about can they be judged? Can they be tried for terrorism, terroristic activity, or whatever? I forgot the word they used exactly. But could they be charged as terrorists? Terrorists for speaking the word of the Holy Bible, which was supposed to be the rock of the land from 1983 and Ronald Reagan. Okay, he made that declaration about America that this will be the rock of our land, the Holy Bible, the same book in the court of law in this place that is sworn upon. Funny, the hypocrisy is so funny. This is why this place will be destroyed with thermonuclear fire. Okay. So anyway, moving from there. Yeah, I gotta go back to Revelation 20. I hit this one. I'm gonna hit it again right quick. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of the Most High God, Yahweh, and in which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. Okay, and they lived and reigned with the anointed Hamashiach Yahweh Shai 1,000 years. Hey, we sign up to be beheaded, man. But that's as a martyr. But that's an honorable death, okay? That's an honorable thing in this time. You go out as an innocent man, like Yahushua went out as an innocent man, according to the world. That's why Pilate was like, I got nothing on him, guys. I don't know what you want. I got nothing on him. You guys want me to kill him, but I got nothing on him. Didn't want to do it. But they did it anyway. With the all right of our own, of Yahushua's own people, of our own nation, they okayed it that he be killed. All right, so we will be killed, and our people will help. Okay, our people will help bring us down, but we can't be brought down because we can do nothing against the truth, but only for the truth. Okay, you're only gonna forward this truth by opening it up and finding out what we're really all about. Okay, let me go back on this image so we can see.
Eyes.
Something worth looking at. Okay. Okay, so you're not doing nothing against the truth, and then you afford the opportunity for the Most High God to show His power. When I say His power to come in, spiritual power to perform miracles. Okay, to endow us with spiritual power. Okay, greater than in the books of Acts, and it said, "You will do the things that I have done, and even greater." Yahweh Shai himself said that, so we're going to do more miracles than what he did. Okay, how wonderful and marvelous is that? Okay. Anyway, it says, as that, so we sign up to be beheaded because others were beheaded, others were tortured. Okay, matter of fact, John the Baptist. We'll go to that right now. John the Baptist was beheaded. Let me go to that right now. Yep. Are we greater than John the Baptist? All right. Here is Matthew chapter 14. I'm going to start up at verse 5. I'll start up at verse 5 where I could read the situation and then show you exactly what happened, okay? It says, and when he... I'll read it. It says, and when he would have put him to death, talking about John the Baptist, because he captured him, okay? Herod had captured John the Baptist, and when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude because they counted him as a prophet. And he was like, the multitude was going to start an uprising for killing John the Baptist. Okay? He feared that. He said, but when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. Upon he promised with she was twerking for him anyway, but he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being instructed of her mother, said, Give me here John the Baptist's head in a charger. So, just showing you when you go into these other books about how weak men get for women. All right. Anyway, the mother plotted to have John the Baptist's head and told her daughter to ask Herod for it. All right. It says, and she, in fact, verse 9, and the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them that sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her. Damn, I didn't really want to do that, but fuck it, I said I would do it, so I got to do it. He went and did it. Okay, about to say that. It says, and he sent and beheaded John in prison. It said, and his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. Wow. Chopped his head off and brought it before. So some of us got to go through that too. Okay? Some of us got to go through that too. That's an honorable thing that man went through, John the Baptist. Okay? It's an honorable death that Yahushua went through. Torture. Okay? Are servant greater than his master? No. Answer to that's no. So we got to go through those things as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to go, because the tribulation period that's coming, we're going to see all, like China's already trying to get rid of the Holy Bible. Start there. China's already trying to get rid of the Bible itself. Okay? They already like, nah, we don't even want that thing over here. Okay? So when they see the truth that the Hebrew Israelites are putting out, they ain't going to want this book pushed out no more. Condemning homosexuals with this book. They named all the people, LGBTQ, Jewish people, Christian groups. We're chopping these people down. So they like, we don't want them to have this book. It's dangerous when it's in there because the things we say come to pass. Okay? The things we say come to pass. The things y'all been calling on Jesus and white Jesus ain't coming to pass. You thought it was coming to pass back a couple hundred years ago. Now it ain't coming to pass. Okay? Because you're on your way out, Esau. You're on your way out. And we know you're not just going to lay down. The devil got to come down with great wrath. Okay? Because he had but a short time. This defamation and then the tribulation got to come. And the persecution. We know that has to come. All right? Your austerity measures, we know that has to come. So let me read this because it came before. Okay? It came before. It came a few times. All right? 70 AD it hit, as well as in the time of the Maccabees. Now I'm going to read the account in the time of the Maccabees, just a little bit of it. But it's very good, and it's very good for us to go into it because we watch the fate of the Maccabees, man. Okay? The faith of the Maccabees is what we got to have in these times when we're offered up and brought before these councils and persecuted and possibly beheaded. All right? So here's what was going on, the defamation in the tribulation and even the persecution. All right? So I'm going to start up at First Maccabees chapter 1. I want to read it all. Let me get to the point. Matter of fact, I'm going to start up at 41, but I'm going to jump around a little bit. 41, it says, Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, because Greece was ruling a large parts of the people, man. Okay? In the old world. It says, and everyone should leave, it says, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, do 2/3, man, and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. For the king has sent letters by messengers into Jerusalem, because we were still in our own land, but it was ruled by Greece, by the Greeks. You Edomite Greeks, though. It says, into the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. Stop preaching this word, get off these streets. I mean, stuff that we're going to be hearing. It's funny, a brother said this week's camp is going to be very interesting. This week's camp is going to be very interesting. And guess what? We're going to be out there. We're going to be out there till the Spirit tells us not to go back out. Okay? It says, yay. It says, I'm going to jump around a little bit. Verse 49, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said, should die. Okay? And a lot of you people are afraid of death because you don't understand the death process and what the role of reincarnation. You don't understand that. Okay? Verse 53, it says, matter of fact, 52, and many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, every one that forsook the law, and so they committed evils in the land, and drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever they could flee for secure. Same thing in the book of Acts. Once they start killing the prophets and the disciples, guess what? They start hiding out in the upper room, having, going to certain house to house, confirming the souls, and people were meeting instead of out in the public in the synagogues and in the streets. They was meeting in certain people's houses instead. And there was 10, 20 people in the house, in the room. Hey, getting edified, man. Got the questions answered, getting edified. That's coming back. And then they kick the door in, or somebody in there that ain't supposed to be in there, a damn snitch, be in the room, come in there, and they come get you. Guess what? We in there edifying, and everybody got to go get tried now. These things happened before, and they will happen again. Okay? I'm reading about the time back then. Happened in the book of Acts, happened back in the time of the Maccabees. It's going to happen in these times also. All right? There's no new thing under the sun, man. Right? It says, you signed up for this. Understand this. We signed up for this to prove our faith to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua and our integrity. All right? It says, verse 56, and when they had rent the pieces, the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire from the Bibles. Okay? And wheresoever was found with any the book of the Testament, because it was only the Old Testament back then, or the laws and the prophets, the writings of the Psalms of David and all of those, it's only the Old Testament back then, because the New Testament hadn't taken place to be written at that point yet. Okay? It says, and wheresoever was found with any the book of the Testament, or if any consented to the law of the Bible, the king's commandment was that they should be put him to death. They did they by their authority unto the Israelites every month, to as many as were found in the cities. And that's coming. You got to know that that's coming. They're not going to breeze over this thing. Okay, we're chanting down their kingdom, and like in this article, and in the video this brother did, whatever, Professor Black or whatever, I don't know his name. My bad for not knowing, but what he did, what he said, was true. They're systematically going to try to take us out because we're flooding YouTube and the internet. Okay, so you can't ignore us no more. Now you have to address us. You've done your research. This man don't come out unless he's done his research on you. Once he comes out, he didn't came out. He done his research. Now is a time that he feels that he's ready to deal with us. Okay? Reading on, it says, at which time, according to their commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised, and they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses, and slew them that had circumcised them. Howbeit many in Israel were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing. As this EBT goes off, it's going to be unclean foods out there. You know? And they're going to try to feed you with those things. Hey, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we've been fasting. We do the Day of Atonement as you know, yearly, as it's supposed to be. So a lot of brothers fast for certain situations. You know, we practice fasting, at least here at Great Millstone. So going a little period without food isn't anything new. Maybe the length of a stretch that we may have to go may be new. But we practice fasting around here. All right? It says, wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died. And there was a very great wrath upon Israel. And there's going to be a great wrath upon Israel. A lot of you Negroes, Latinos, and Natives is going to get it that don't believe in Israel, that just clicked on it and kind of half-ass saw it, that know you're an Israelite now. But then a lot of us that do believe will be offered up and brought before council. Okay? Spirit said, don't worry about what you shall say. God will put the words in the mouth in that very hour. Okay? You don't have to take thought for those things. We don't have to worry. Alright, so another one in the book of Maccabees, the second Maccabees. Get to it right quick. Where do I want to start? Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to start at second Maccabees. Chapter 6. 6 and 18. It says, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live strained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment. This is how we times. We know they're coming. We know what they're going to do. We know the death process. And what happens? We either go straight way back with new bodies to take down our enemies as a martyr, or we'll be delivered in that same hour. Either way, the perishing and the killing of this flesh, though it may be painful, it's nothing to worry about. Okay? We get the victory over death, man. A lot of you are scared of death because of the pain for one, but for two, the pain may not bother you, but you think this is it. And once you die, you're scared of what could be next. But what if somebody told you that what's next is far better and greater than this life that you're living today? I get to hit the reset button on this body, terrible body, and I get an upgrade also? Man, sign me up. I'll wait for it though. Bob Gusha, sign me up. Alright. I'm gonna jump from there. Let me jump up to verse 26. For though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. I can't escape the Almighty Yahweh Shem Yahushua, dead or alive. I can't escape him. So I might as well deal with your best. Let you kill me in this flesh. All right. What does it say in Matthew? I'm going to go to it right quick. The book of Matthew. Past it. Matthew 10. Bear with me one moment. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Okay? They can kill both levels, man. You know? Don't worry about them that can destroy your body, man. That's nothing. They can have these chains of darkness. Not want to do is be in a feel the wrath and indignation of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. So going back to Maccabees. Bear with me one moment. All right. Back in the book of Maccabees, the 6th chapter. Verse 28. Second Maccabees 6 and 28. And leave a notable example to such as be young, to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws. And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment. As it set the example, man. The elder man set the example. You know what? I'm not going to transgress my Lord, my Heavenly Father. Kill me, take me. Nope. Do your worst. Do your best. Okay? That's the honorable thing to do. And that will be rewarded by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? I was going to read all of this because I always love how they do it. But I'm going to go to chapter 7. I'm going to go verse 2, and then I'll go down to this will be the first one, and I'll go down to the last one because I thought that was pretty funny. Verse 2, 2 Maccabees 7 and 2. But one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. The king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first. To cut off. How many of y'all gonna fold when they cut your tongue out? You know? You gotta pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. No, we don't. Okay? This man had his tongue cut out and still cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body, and the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire, and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus. To die manfully, saying thus. After the brother finally been killed. It says, the Lord power Yahweh looketh upon us. Hold on a second. The Lord power Yahweh looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants. Okay? So when the first was dead, after this manner, they brought the second. Okay, let me jump down. Yeah. Matter of fact, it's important because the mother says something wonderful. Let me see. I'm going to jump down to what the mother said. Yeah. verse 21, 7 and 21, it says, yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with the courageous spirits and stirring up her womanish thoughts with the manly stomach. And she said unto them, she didn't get weak like a woman. She stayed strong and faithful. Said, I cannot tell you how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. But doubtless the Creator, Yahweh, of the world, who formed the generations of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again. Talking about reincarnation. Once you know that we're reincarnated to whom that created, and our flesh goes down to the earth where it came from. Once you know that process, and then he sends you back into flesh upon the earth again. Once you know that process, there's nothing to fear when it comes to death if you're an Israelite, because after this terrible, you come back in a glorious light, man. Come back in a good position. All right. As for you now, regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Okay? Because you're willing to die for him, he's going to give you breath and life again. The Maccabees are back. They're back, man. They're back on the planet in the flesh, living it out and going to succeed on this go around. Okay? Let's see, jumping on. Let me see what we want to get. Yeah, verse 36. Yep, it says, for our brethren who now have, matter of fact, no, 35. No, 30, Salakia. 33, it says, and though the living power, Yahweh, be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. Okay? It says, but thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High God. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Power, who seeth all things. Hey, no matter what this man comes down with to take us out and to persecute us and to defame us, okay, and to put tribulation and austerity measures upon us, guess what? He still got to deal with the judgment of the Almighty. The cup that had been passed unto us will be passed unto him, and he'll get the worst of the slavery. Okay? That's what this man is going to get. All right? You have to believe that. You have to know that. So much that you're willing to die to prove it. And be faithful unto our Creator. Okay? Unto our Heavenly Father. It says, I'm going to wrap up in just a minute. It says, for thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Power, who seeth all things. For our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under God's covenant of everlasting life. But thou through the judgment of the Most High shall receive just punishment for thy pride. Okay? But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseech the Most High God Yahweh, that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is the Most High God, and that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon all our nation, may cease. Then the king, being in a rage, handled him worse than all the rest, and it took it grievously that he was mocked. He was so upset that they mocked him, man. And they wouldn't fold. Well, this is going to happen in this time. Okay, this is a scare tactic by the so-called white man. A lot of you jakes, man, are fucking weak, man. You guys are weak, man. There's people on the comment boards already, man, talking bad about the Hebrew Israelites because they're talking to them teenagers and don't you want America to be great, man? Some sorry ass niggas, man. You gonna die right along with this man, right in this place right here. No love for you. We'll love you in the kingdom, man, when you're in your right mind. No love for you on this side. On this side, you are our enemy. Okay? It says, so this man died undefiled and put his whole trust in the Lord Yahweh. And last of all, the son, the mother died also. So from there, I'm gonna close out with second address. Yeah, second address, man. Second address 16. Straight to the point. I'm gonna start up at 67. Behold, Yahweh Himself is the judge. Fear Him. Don't fear none of this persecution, none of this defamation, none of this tribulation, man. Don't fear that. Stay faithful unto our power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, okay? Stay faithful. Don't fold right now, I can stay faithful, man. Hold strong. Okay, we almost up out of here, man. Yeah, it's going to be a rough road, man. It's going to be very difficult. Lean upon one another. Build each other up, man. Now's the time for this, okay? Exhort one another, man. Okay? But hold on. This man can't take us out forever. That's when Michael gonna stand up for us, all right? It says, behold, the Most High Himself is the judge. Fear Him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. Shall lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. Yeah, we're going to be in it, but He's going to deliver us from all trouble. Okay? For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. And that's what they're doing. They're kindling the wrath of a great multitude over us. Right now. Right now. The kindling of fire of a great multitude over us. Right now. It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Okay? They're going to have us in certain chambers and locked away and starving us out and freezing us out and all these things, man. We got to be mentally tough in that day. Okay? Spiritually tough. Okay? Soldier, man. Him that called you to be a soldier. Okay? Solo, alone, but in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, we'll be connected. All right? It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, because a lot of people going to fold, man. A lot of people that know that they're Hebrew Israelites is going to fold. Like we're watching IUIC fold right now, we're going to watch a lot of you jakes fold. Okay? It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahweh. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. Okay, they're going to come crazy wild on you. It said, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay? They're going to come like madmen to destroy us. Okay? In your patience possess ye your souls. Hold on to that and He will give you a crown of life, man. Hold tight. We're going to get that crown, man. Don't give up the faith. All right? It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they that be tried as gold in the fire. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. The days of trouble, persecution, tribulation, okay, defamation are at hand. But I will deliver you from the same. but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt. For the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Yahushai, of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord, power Yahweh. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Okay? So Lord willing, this was edifying, man. Which is the point of all these videos brothers is putting out, man. That the body may be edified, man, and exhorted and built up. Okay? So Lord willing, all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders, that great millstone who rule well. Okay? Muwafla Babal. Muwafla Adawamium. Okay? Muwafla Gawayam. Alright? That I say Shalom.